I told that to my wife. I said, "There's so many times." Let's take John Cena's opening spot on Raw.
You want to take that? You can have that. Go ahead.
Okay,
Hmm.
so
30 minutes.
um, he comes down, and I've already watched the intro, so I know they're in Brussels. They've never done TV in Brussels, so automatically you're getting to me the worst possible situation that you could put somebody in to cut a promo because they're a European crowd, which
Mm,
are always super easy,
mm, mm.
they watch the show.
They're part of the show, is the problem.
Yeah, they watch the show, so they're going to boo out of respect. And wherever you want to take them, you can take them.
So too easy is what I'm hearing you say almost.
It's too because they're chanting, and it's like every time John says something, they're giving him like a 2 minute chance, and it's so hard because we're all trained to that rhythm.
Mm,
So in order for John to get like John doesn't want to just motherfuck him.
mm-hmm.
He doesn't. That's not what he's trying to do. And you know, I would have just if I was John, I think the one word I would have used is just placate. Like this is what you do. See, you placate to me. You just you know. But I remember the first time that I saw John Cena live, and I was working for the company. I came back. I was working for the company, and for some reason, I was going to Edmonton TV, and I wasn't working. So I went, and I just sat in the grill area. And then when John, uh, this is when they would do that, let's go Cena, Cena sucks thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like at its fucking peak. I think it must have been around 13 because there was talk of turning Cena heel against Rock, I think. And I think Rock ended up getting hurt or something. There was something that happened where they were actually thinking about turning John heel. And I remember watching it, and I just said, like, God, I've never in my life seen anything like this.
Right.
So then I'm leaving. We want to beat the crowd, so I go down and I get my Suburban. I'm sitting in the back of the Suburban, and lo and behold, we don't get out in time. So now across the walkway in front of me is 400 or 500 people,
Mm.
and they're going to this parking garage. And every single kid 13 and under has a hat, a you can't see me,
With the
and
shorts.
sweatbands on. And I'm like, oh, so it's Cena sucks is the dad that just he's the let's go. Cena is the kid wearing the gear. Cena sucks is the dad that just threw $300 on his kids. So and I look at that, and that was always the thing is John sold so much merchandise and did so much Make a Wish that it was impossible to turn him heel.
Mm.
And I still think that it was one of those things where he got heat in Toronto. He no showed, and Cody dragged the heat with him to Brussels. But then when he got to Brussels, it was it was like he was on the back of a convertible going through the fucking parade at Disneyland, and they were fucking boo, boo, and it's not like, well, let's wait next week. No, next week we're in Glasgow.
Mm.
So they're nowhere where it's like, hey, let's change everything and let's shoot a fucking TV in Long Island. You know, it's like you got what you got, and you got to work around it. I thought John did the best he could, but I think that segment ended up being 30 minutes
It
long.
was 30 goddamn minutes. It was a quarter of
Yeah.
the show. And
And I think it actually cost Austin Theory a little of his match time. So,
yeah. I don't know if I would have made the flight even. Reginald Short has written in, Kevin. He said, I only clicked on this for the thumbnail, but I stayed for the financial discussion. So some people happy to hear
I
us.
did what I did what I could, and I moved what I could. You know, one of the problems you have when you're invested is, you move some shit, man, you're gonna get fucking rocked with capital gains, and it's
Don't talk to me about taxes right now. Tired of paying for it. The top doesn't pay, the bottom can't pay, everybody else just pays.
I hear you.
Ryan Brennan says, love this podcast. Been here since day one. Kevin, Sean, please never change. Love you guys. Love you too, Ryan. Gopher State, thank you guys. The podcast is everything. Everything I hoped it would be when you started out. I wanted to feel like I was in the room with Kevin and just shooting the breeze. Bless the memories of Big Scott and those who never got to know Tristan. And Phenompi says, taking a shot every time there's a Peaky Blinders joke. Wish me luck. I don't think you got too wrecked last week, Phenom.
I don't know. We probably went to it 8 times.
That's it. You can handle 8 shots. Broken
Yeah,
over 2 hours, for God's sakes.
yeah.
That's doable. That's doable. Phenompi, though, and you can be part of the 11 Soft Club. These are the folks sitting in the room with us, the virtual room here, watching us.
I
And
was
they'll be
just
asking
thinking
questions
that
later.
but Tamara and I think we our first 5 years we rented.
In Atlanta, was it? Where did you first move in when you met her? Where were you? Was it Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, Kev, I know what you got your chubby up for this week. The brackets came out a week ago, and we're in it. We're in it today. We're in March Madness right now. You already had a host of people's brackets screwed up when Clemson bit the big one by
That's an early one though.
by 2
That's a,
points
that's an
before.
that's an early. There's that was a 5-12. I think there's been a 12 has beaten a 5 the last four. They had a whole thing on March Madness. They went down all these things, and I think